a我一无语 I a v o o u 也月儿 an n in 温韵 on n 英翁波破莫佛的特呢了格可和及其西只吃时日自此思一无 and These are basically all we did in the first semester of primary school on our Chinese course. I have asserted before that Chinese is a non-alphabetic or non-phonetic language. Now I still stay with the statement. Nevertheless, as you go deeper in your learning, you will see that many Chinese characters, I would say over half of them, actually has a part that indicates sound. For instance, this character is yang. It means sheep or goat. And then you will see many characters that look kind of similar. For instance, this is yang. It means ocean. And this one is yang. It means look. This one is yang. It means oxygen. This one is yang. It means illness. This one is yang. It means itchy. This one is also yang. It means to pretend. And this one is also pronounced yang. It means to idle around or to wander around in a relaxed manner. Now, if you know this character, yang, which means sheep or goat, it will be much easier for you to recognize the pronunciation and to memorize the look of these other 7 characters because they all have a part that is this character, yang. That's why I would say that the Chinese language is definitely not entirely ideographic. To be ideographic means that you can tell the meaning of a language from the look of it. Chinese is widely said to be ideographic, but that's only true for some of the characters. And Chinese is not totally non-phonetic either. In fact, it has a strong sound representing even alphabetic-like elements. And there are many other examples like the one I gave about the yang character just now. But you will learn that only after you learn a significant number of Chinese characters. For now, if you're just starting to learn, these characters will still look outright non-alphabetic to you. That is, you wouldn't be able to tell how to pronounce them from the look of them at all. So what to do? Luckily, we have some phonetic systems to help us. And these are systems developed to transcribe the sounds of Chinese characters so that it's easier for people to read them. We have the pinyin system that is widely used on the Chinese mainland. We also have the bopomorpho system that is used in Taiwan. And we also have the weight jiao system that was once widely used. But in this course, I will use Hanyu pinyin because first, born and raised on the Chinese mainland, I apparently know nothing about the bopomorpho system. And second, the Hanyu pinyin system is a romanized one that is more comparable to Euro languages, especially English, while the bopomorpho system doesn't seem to be so. And third, the Hanyu pinyin system is more widely used compared to weight jiao system, which, though also a romanized one, is no longer widely used anymore. But we have to admit it still has a strong mark on the English language. The Hanyu pinyin system is a set of phonetic symbols that spell out the sounds of Chinese characters with the Latin alphabet. Hanyu means the language of the Chinese people or the language of the Han people, and pinyin literally means spelling the sounds. Now, here's something that is very important. With Hanyu pinyin, each Chinese syllable, that is, each Chinese character, is spelled out with a shengmu and a yunmu. Shengmu are the consonants at the beginning of the syllable. They are called initial sounds or initials. They are all consonants. And yunmu are called final sounds or finals. Yunmu are not necessarily all vowels, but they mostly are, except for some that contain a nasal consonant at the end. And each shengmu and yunmu may be comprised of one or more letters. Some Chinese characters only have yunmu. For instance, this character I, which we learned before, its pinyin is like this. It is a yunmu, I. It doesn't have a shengmu. It doesn't have a consonant. And also this one, R, we met this one before. Its pinyin is er. R, it is a yunmu, a vowel. There's no consonants or shengmu in its pinyin. Apart from these ones that contain only yunmu, the rest of the characters all have sounds that's comprised of one shengmu and one yunmu. For instance, the pinyin for men, as in 你们, which means you guys, men, the pinyin is like this. In this pinyin, the M symbol, m, is the 声母 and the en symbol, n, is the 韵母, and this little thing there is the tone symbol. The tone symbols in the form of diacritics are also part of pinyin, and they are always put on the 韵母. So you can see the pinyin for this character 门 comprises of a 声母 m and a 韵母 n, m, men. This is the case for all the Chinese characters, except for those that don't have a 声母. If you open any Chinese textbook for primary school first graders, they will tell you there are 24 韵母. That is the 6 单韵母, the single finals, which are a, wo, i, u, yu. The 9 复韵母, literally compound finals, which are a, v, o, u, ye, r. And the 5 前鼻韵母, the 5 front nasal finals, which are an, in, wen, yun. And lastly, the 4 后鼻韵母, the 4 back nasal finals, which are ang, ying, weng. They will tell you there are 24 vowels. But let's just call this 24 vowels or 24 韵母 basic 韵母 or 基础韵母. Let me explain why I would call them 基础韵母. It all depends on how you define 韵母 or the finals. The thing is, some Chinese syllables are spelled with one 声母, that is one initial consonant, but more than one vowels. This may sound self-contradictory because in English, one vowel is one syllable. How come one syllable can have more than one vowels? But it is just the case in Chinese. In Chinese, let's just take each character as one syllable. But there are characters whose pinyin contains more than one 基础韵母. For instance, this character is 双, it means pair or double. Its pinyin is like this, 诗乌昂双. The initial or the 声母 is 诗, represented by the sh symbol. This is quite clear. But then its final is a combination of two vowels, 乌 and ang. The first one is 乌, represented by the u symbol. And the second one is ang, represented by the ang symbol. And this second vowel, ang, actually is a combination of one vowel and a consonant. So we can say that this character 双 is spelled with one 声母 and two 韵母. And this indeed is the way things are put in Chinese textbooks for primary schools on the mainland of China. In these books for small children, such spelling is called 三拼法, literally spelling with 3. The 3 being one 声母 and two 韵母. And the more simpler spelling with one 声母 and one 韵母is called 二拼法, that is spelling with 2. But then it wouldn't be problematic to just define one as one 韵母. And that's how we'll do things in this course. That is, we will take 乌, represented by the letter U, as one 韵母, and ang, represented by ang, as one 韵母, and wu ang, uang, as another 韵母. This way, we'll only have to bother ourselves with using 二拼法 or 三拼法, because then each character will be spelled with one 声母 and one 韵母, be it a 基础韵母 or a bigger 韵母 with two 基础韵母. The thing is, because those 24 基础韵母 can only be combined in a limited number of ways, so even when all possible combinations are taken into account, we will only still have 36 or 39 韵母, which will still be quite manageable. I studied why some would say that there are 39, but to me, to differentiate sound to that degree is not necessary and only complicates things. So in this course, I will introduce 36. If you are interested, you can check out the pinyin table on Wikipedia. They got all the 39 there.